Hello, welcome back for this first time ever double live. So I'm doing this because I have two different topics and I didn't want to put them under the same thumbnail and title. And let me see I know some of you guys were just with me when I did the reading on the IRS, and sure enough, if the people being audited are the people who are working with the cabal. So if you know people who are being audited, you might not want to be hang out with those people. Let me fix my picture here so you can see my mom and dad better. I love this picture of mom and dad because this was the first ever Zoom call I made to my family from Thailand when I got my first camera. So it's a really grainy picture. It's not a very good picture, but my dad was so happy to see technology being used like this before, and they were both healthy at the time. Dad was real healthy, even a little overweight there, but healthy. All right, let me change my view so I can see you guys. Come back and take a look at the chat. Tanya Benbridge, welcome. Hello, Susan. Susan, I've got something special for you. All right. I'm going to do a reading for your children's or your daughter's new schooling that's going on. You're that Susan, right? Oh no, it's not you. That was a Sarah. Sorry. Yeah, that's a great picture. That was a natural like smiling, not like smile for the camera. They were happy because I just turned on the camera for the first time. That was the first time them seeing me in a couple of years since I'd been in Thailand. Okay. So yeah, do what MJ Squirrel says. All right. So what I'm going to do here is make this small. Um, I want to thank Adam over on Marfugal News. I don't agree with a lot of things he says because he's a prepper. He's kind of a doomsday guy, and he doesn't understand that this is all about a spiritual or an ascension. He's still trapped in that 3D matrix of you know that there's a anyways, I'm not going to go into it. That old narrative that there's a new world order that's bringing on World War III so that they can take over the world and enslave us all. We left that timeline a long time ago. I like Marf because he finds these news stories, like the one that I'm going to share for you now, and then he misinterprets them. But I don't know. I haven't been watching the mainstream news lately. Has there been anything in mainstream news about um, the fact that 1,700 troops have been mobilized? There it is. Okay, so Trump mobilizing up to 1,700 National Guard troops in 19 states. And this? Okay, by the way, is this 1,700 to each state? Because if you divide 1,700 by 19, that's not a lot of troops, is it? Um, to widen crime and immigration crackdown. All right. So the Trump administration reportedly plans to mobilize up to 1,700 National Guard troops across 19 states. I guess they're going to divide them up. in the coming weeks to support its immigration and anti-crime crackdowns and dramatic expansion of the controversial operation that's seen federal agents and guard troops carrying out activities across Washington, D.C. The troops will largely be activated across Republican-controlled states, will serve in support of the administration's immigration and customs enforcement operations. So that's interesting that he's going to the Republicans. You would think he would send it to, the sanctuary states. Right? So these are the states that they're being deployed to: Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, Ohio, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia, Wyoming, and Wyoming, as per Fox. Okay. So is this setting the stage for something much bigger? What do you guys think? Oh, okay. Tuggalite says s- cities that have a federal building or a mint. Okay. Why is that? Democrat cities after probably to appear as equal opportunity dictator. That's funny, Lacey Blue. Yeah, that makes sense. Make sure can it both? Lynn prepped for the yes. Um okay, so this has been in mainstream news. So all the troops are getting ready for the EBS. Right. Susan Chamberlain. Right. It's not going to be the whole state. It's just going to be selected cities in those states. Okay. So is this just positioning troops and getting like infrastructure set up, command structure set up, and going to places that first will be friendly because they're Republican controlled, and then, if need be, can take on the more hostile sanctuary states. Tanya Scott, I live in South Carolina. I witnessed lots of military land vehicles with troops in action. I think California and other states are intentionally not mentioned. Ah, okay. Thank you for that, Tanya. Okay. All right. So, look, we know this martial law is coming eventually. Is this the setup for it? Let me check my view here. Put my cards in a place where you guys can see them well. This is fun. I like doing this. And if you'd like to support this channel, you can throw me a super thanks or a super chat, or you can go over to my buy me a coffee and buy me a coffee. It's only $5, and every little bit helps. I'm not complaining, but things have been a little bit slow recently, and so that's why I have to be proactive in making money. This is how some people give me a hard time if I ask for donations, like I just did. Like, you're always asking for money. This is my job. This is how I put food on the table, and I'm not rich or anything. You know, I'm not asking to become rich. I just want to make sure I can pay my bills, and this is how I earn a living. Do you never ask for a raise or ask for a bonus from or expect a bonus from where you work? You know? Okay. Sorry. As for the people, not you guys. I know you're not like that, but people who watch later on and why, why are you asking us for money? We're struggling too. Okay, if I'm not asking you to give me anything you haven't got, but if you got an extra $5 and you like what you saw here, you know. Anyways. All right. So 1,700 troops going to 19 states. Is this setting up some kind of structure for the coming martial law? Well, the world, and that would be a yes. What they're doing is they're placing equipment, so communications, uh, getting. Oh, that's funny. That's upside down. And making plans. The Hierophant, although he's not a military card, he is a card of hierarchy. Almost exactly what I said, setting up a structure, getting a structure in place. By the way, this is happening in other countries all around the world. Thailand is having a lot of troop movements because of what's been going on with Cambodia. Oh, yeah. Three of Three of Pentacles, which is working different groups working together. And there's another ace. Um, I don't think it's imminent because this Two of Wands is making plans that will be carried out further in the future. So this is just setting things in place, getting command centers set up in the friendly states, the ones that are friendly to Donald Trump's administration. Okay, so there's a yes to that. Absolutely yes. And it could also be, by the way, to protect from uh, uh, sleeper cells that have been infiltrating the country from China, Iran, Venezuela, these other countries who have been during the last administration been flooding into the country, especially like Chinese. One thing I learned from Marf Google News, is that how many Chinese men of fighting age between 20 and 25 with crew cut haircuts coming into the country. So they could also be there to protect us from foreign infiltrators like that, sleeper cells, and domestic as well. Okay, so that's a big yes on that. And really, that's all this was about. Now, I have a couple of emails that I didn't get to answer before. That was the other purpose for doing this live stream. First, let me check in with the chat, see what you guys think about what we just got there. Yep. In case they need to be utilized. Deterrence. Okay. So before I end this, and I didn't want to make these too long today. Oh, I think I am going to switch over to members only for a little bit. And oh, did I not? I didn't end the. Yeah, I did. Okay. With this. All right. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah. So I think I am going to switch over to members only for a little while and open up the Zoom meeting for anybody who wants to come in and maybe ask me a question for the cards, personal questions, or just say hi. And I'm going to try that again. Okay. So I had some email questions, and particularly the one I wanted to answer was for a viewer by the name of Sarah. Let me find her. Okay, I'm just going to read her email. She says, "Hi Scott, I'm wondering how everything will go with the future remediation of my house." I thought that, okay, maybe this is another one she has about her daughter. Okay. Uh, I'm in the midst of researching people to help me as I am in a uh, depth depth testing done last month concerning there is evidence of mold. Oh, is this the one that I read for before? I thought that was Susan. Okay. Anyhow, this is a different person, I believe. I had confirming there is evidence of mold in the dust on my HVAC. This is one I did before. Wait a second. Find her. Give me a minute, guys. I gotta find out. She's on my Sarah W. Sarah Weldon. That's what it was. So Sarah Waldrop. Looking cards questions for YouTube. Okay, this is the one. Thought she had a question about her child. Okay, in fact, I need to do this too. All right, let me get back to reading your question. Maybe there's another question. I am very overwhelming since, at the very least, the entire HVAC and air dust have to be replaced, and eventually I will have to decide after the work is done if I should stay or move somewhere else. Okay, so I'm going to record this because I want to send this to her directly. Recording in progress. Okay, so this is a reading for Sarah Waldrop. Sarah Waldrop. And she's concerned about her HVAC in her basement because they found mold in the dust. Uh, and she's worried. She says, air ducts in place. She has to decide after the work is done if she should stay or move somewhere else. That's the question. So once the work is done, should she stay in the house or move somewhere else? Okay, and I'm going to reword this a little bit as a hypothetical. What what would happen if she just stayed in the house once the work is done? That's the way I'm going to answer this question for you. Okay, I'm recording it because I'm going to send this to her as a little gift. And by the way, I didn't ask for any when I asked for emails for the show. I'm not asking you to pay for these. This gives me content, just something to do, and give people an example of how I do reading. So I'm recording this especially for Sarah, so I can just send it straight to her. Might as well. Okay. So once she gets the work done on her HVAC, and what would be the outcome if she were just to stay in that house? Okay, Sarah. Looks like you have doubts about it. This is two of swords, four of swords, the four of wands, the eight of wands, and the Six of Swords. You can stay in the house, no problem. Looks like they've cleared it all out. You will be able to rest peacefully. They've got out um, all of the mold that was causing any trouble, and it looks like there might maybe you've got some other contingencies at play. Like you've got I'm guessing from this you've already got like an air filter or something like that in the house, and you've gotten it. You with this full here, that's a zero. I think there's no more mold in that HVAC system. You'll be just fine staying in that house. Okay, Sarah? Now I'm gonna stop this recording. I haven't now I know I have another question from somebody. I also have somebody asked me about when are the military med beds coming out. And that's just a really hard one to do. And I've done a lot on med beds before, so I'm probably not going to do that one because because that's the question when, which is very difficult to answer. And I'd rather do something that has a better chance of coming up with a good answer. So let me find this other question. Is this the one? No, that's the med beds one. Okay, bear with me for a moment, guys. I want to find this. Is this the one? No, unless it's here. No. I think she wrote a long, okay, I found it. It's a long email, and then this is the one that's at the bottom. Maybe you could just have one question for tonight's live. Okay, this was a couple of days back. This is one I forgot to do last Sunday night. She says, maybe I could just have, I want to record this one as well. Recording in progress. Mhm. Okay. So this is for this Sarah Waldrop. Okay. Okay. Hi. Since the booking is gonna, I'm gonna try to drop soon about another subject. Maybe I could just ask one question for tonight's live concerning something else. My daughter just started a new school of seventh grade. It will be for the seventh and eighth grade. And I was wondering if she will have a positive experience there. We were homeschooled. We're with a homeschool school group the last 3 years. Not sure if you can tell me if I will do all right since this is my last kid going through middle school, and I'm starting over again too with meeting new parents. All right. So this is a good question. I really like stuff like this. So Sarah Waldrop has a a daughter who's been homeschooled for the past 3 years, and she's going to be putting her back into like a, I don't know if it's public or private school system. Okay, Sarah, this is just for you. I'm even recording it just for you. Okay. I need to give these a good shot. Sorry if this part's a little boring, but it's important. I like to get Seven shuffles in. So we'll do one more. Okay, and this is again a hypothetical. How would it go for Sarah's daughter and for Sarah herself because she has to like deal with this whole new school and the parents and things like that. Okay, so let me see. Sarah, this is for you. This is you. Knight of Swords. That's a good card. Ten of Cups. That's a good card. Seven of Cups in the past. Got that upside down four. And hey, that's funny. We got this Six of Swords for you last time, didn't we? Strength and that now you wow, that's pretty weird, guys. I shuffled seven times, and this in the last reading, this card was in the same place, and this card was over here. Anyhow, Sarah, it looks like it'll be really good for you and your daughter. It looks like you've done your due diligence about this school, and you have a good feeling about it. Your daughter is going to learn things that are beyond just book learning from the school. So things like how to deal with people, how to deal with groups, better socialization, opening her mind to new ideas, which you must have done a really good job of searching out a school to bring her to. I can see you have a lot of apprehension about taking her out of the homeschooling, or there's something like with this card upside down. This is like been been kept at home too long and you just got to get out, right? Uh, okay, so uh, and well, Sandy, this is just for one child, Sarah Waldrop's child. So I'm gonna end this recording and send it to her via Telegram. And this is about all I wanted to do for this live broadcast. I think I'm going to switch over now to members only, have a short chat with you guys. I'm going to drop a link to the Zoom meeting. You can come in. Lacey, you can come in. Not Lacey, who's that? Sandy, you can come in and say hello if you like. All right. So thank you guys for being here. Ah, wow, we had a pretty good number of viewers today. I appreciate it. And if you liked what you heard here and you're watching the reruns, you can drop me a super thanks. That would be great. Okay. Goodbye, guys. Thanks for this. I really enjoyed doing this. Oh, wait, I'm not going to end it. I'm going to switch over to customize. Oh, no. I'm going to do it this way. Still kind of learning how to do this. Yeah, I'm going to put it on members only. All right. If you'd like to become a member to join this private session, you see a little button that says join. You can do that and you can get in on this. Okay. Goodbye. If you're a member, hang in there.